Welcome to Behind the Launch, the place where we do honest interviews with successful online entrepreneurs. I'm your host, Peter Duprier. In today's episode, we are talking to successful marketer and coach Dan Ashendorf to tell us all about his new product called Commission Cobra, in which he shows you exactly how he earns over $8,000 per month working no longer than an hour using nothing but free traffic. This is launching on the 24th of January at 9 a.m. Eastern Time at an early bird special price. But let's get right to it. Hi Dan, and welcome to the show.
Hi Peter, great to be here. Thank you very much.
Yes, fantastic, and thanks for making the time, man. The reason we're here today is I see you have a new product coming out, Commission Cobra, which looks quite interesting, but we'll dive into that in a second. First of all, I know your name and I've seen it on the affiliate marketing circles. Please give us an introduction about yourself and tell the guys a bit more of your background.
Yeah, absolutely, Peter. So I live in the UK. I have a family. I've got a wife and two young kids, 11 and 14, two daughters, and I'm doing this full time. I've been an employee for about 20 years, and then lost my job. I used to be an account director, and I was paid really well, but I was never happy in my job. And I've been a full-time affiliate marketer for the last 4 years now.
Okay.
In that time, I'm launching quite a few products and have a level of success. I'm certainly supporting my family and to have a good lifestyle. And what Commission Cobra is all about is kind of really distilling that experience and knowledge into one product. And so we have this nice bit of software in there as well, which I'll explain about momentarily, and also something that it's what I call the secret sauce as well, which I'll cover in just a moment. It's kind of the thing that really determines if someone is going to be successful in their affiliate promotions, which is what you have to do in order to be earning, or not. And what I try to do is make that accessible to just literally someone off the street who is going to start today. What I'm trying to do is bring down the hurdles of entering this industry. So that's what this course is about.
Okay, so basically you say it's about affiliate marketing, promoting, and you say this is what you've been doing for the last 4 years permanently, your full-time.
Yeah, I've been doing that, and I've got an e-com business as well. We're doing in the region of $500,000 with Amazon, okay, which is always a nice thing to have, and also we've got a number of drop shipping stores as well. But I just felt that affiliate marketing really fell nicely into that, because the methods of driving traffic are almost identical. So I use a lot of social media, some paid ads, and other different methods to build a list, and that's very important as well when you look at e-com as well. Mm-hmm. If you want to have, for example, a store, building a list is a really, really good way to drive traffic, because you've got this sort of captive audience you have a chance to build a relationship with, and that's what we do with affiliate marketing as well. So I felt there was a lot of commonality, which is why I've been branching into, when I started with e-com, I thought, hang on, this is really, really cool. These having a fan page, for example, or building a list. And then that's how I got into affiliate marketing, and it's been really, really interesting ever since.
Okay, so let's get into Commission Cobra. So, like we know now it's affiliate marketing, but obviously it's a very broad word. What exactly can the guys expect? What do you teach in this course?
It's got three parts. The first one is about list building, but it's not just launching a product, which is what a lot of the guys do. So it's got that list building has got two parts. I do a lot of stuff with Instagram. So I do a lot of influencer marketing, but I do it in a free method, which is what I teach inside the course. So how to build your list with Instagram, mm-hmm, and how to build your list in some free methods. We also have a paid section in there as well, but you don't have to go into that if you don't want to. If you have no funds, you can start with a free and then build on from there. So that's one thing. And then we have the other sort of bits and bobs in there. We have a really, really nice bit of software that's going to help you build your list, and it's going to do it a lot faster than you would have done otherwise. And then towards the end, I cover something which is what I call my secret sauce. And if any of your guys watching, if anyone watching this has ever been on the receiving end of affiliate offers, you know that the one common denominator that exists, that the one thing that you always see in every promotion is always bonuses. So everyone is offering bonuses. The question is, where do they get these bonuses? Because you can't just go to a PLR. Well, you can, but if you just go to a PLR website, it just gets really quite repetitive because people get hammered by the same stuff. So what you have today is people invest a lot of time and money. It's become almost like a full-time endeavor to have a nice sort of landing page for a promotion. And then what you do is you slot the JPEGs or the graphics into that page. You make it look all pretty. You write down the value of each of the individual products, and then you send it out to the list. But at yourself, so you're looking at say on average is about 10 bonuses per promotion. To do that yourself, you're looking at about $300 to $400 because each of these is going to cost between 10 to 20. These bonuses, the way they look is quite fancy, and it takes a long time to extract what's actually in there because you want to be putting the USP, you want to be saying what's in there, because otherwise people aren't going to be purchasing. So to do all that just takes hours and days. So that's what that's what we did in there is there's not only is there 100 ready-made of these bonuses, but I've also showed people how to get these bonuses at a very, very low price so that when they do what we teach them to do in the commission Cobra, they can actually go ahead and start inserting these high quality, very visually attractive bonuses from day one. And that's going to double their commissions from the very, very beginning. Because the problem you have is people mail out to their list and they probably aren't going to make as much money as they would have liked. But with this, they're going to get a much higher return, and that's going to incentivize them to continue, which is what you want. You don't want people to give up in the beginning. You want people to be earning as much money as they can from the first couple of mailings. They see that there's money in this, and then they proceed on to make it bigger and bigger. And that's what we try to do in the course.
Okay. So, I mean, let's maybe just take one step back for people new to this industry that's not quite sure what affiliate marketing is all about. I mean, there's many ways to skin the cat, but related to this commission Cobra, so keep me honest here. So basically, you put stuff out there to drive traffic to an opt-in page where people give you their email address. Then you find an offer to promote, and then you promote that offer through that list that you've built. So you don't need a list to start, number one. And then, like you say, very important is to put the bonuses to actually, and that's normally just to show more value and also just push people just over the fence to see more value with the bonuses, and then purchasing the product, and then obviously you get a commission out of that sale. That's essentially it in a nutshell, right?
Yes, it is. So bonuses is one method of adding value, as you said. You can also create some scarcity as well, because if you just send out the offers, then people see the offers, but there's no incentive for them to actually go out and purchase. So bonuses allow you to do that. So you can do a whole bunch of stuff with bonuses. But just to go back to the beginning of what you were saying about affiliate marketing, so the way that if you're going to look at the logical stages of it, so first of all is we need to subscribe to a network that offers these kind of products, so affiliate products. So you have a kind of a marketplace that meets up between people who are creating the products and people who are promoting or selling the products. And then what happens is you get an affiliate link, and anyone who clicks on that link is cookied. So they get this code inside their browser, which is a cookie. And then when anyone purchases with that cookie inside their browser, what happens is you automatically get paid for that purchase. So that's the long and the short of affiliate marketing. And actually, there is a ton of affiliate. The largest affiliate network in the world is actually Amazon. So physical product is actually the largest network of its kind. But Commission Cobra doesn't go into that. Commission Cobra is more about the digital marketplace, which frankly I just find easier. You don't have to go ahead and you don't have to sort of spend time and money on fulfilling items. It's very, very easy to just get paid and promote. And the other thing you've mentioned is about the list, driving traffic with the list, but you don't have to have a list. So you can use social media, you can use YouTube, you can use forums, you can use Reddit. There's a whole range of ways of driving traffic to that link. So that's really the main thing, is you need to be getting people to click on that link. But Commission Cobra is about list building, because I just find list building to be the most reliable of methods. Like, for example, back in the day, people used to spend a lot of time and money on SEO, and then we had all the pandas and the other sort of updates, and then people lost their assets pretty much overnight. Whereas when you have a list, that's not going to happen. And every time you mail out to that list, that's free traffic. Whereas even with Facebook, if you build a fan page, every time now you want to get to your entire fan base, you have to start paying, because Facebook doesn't just show everyone your posts. Whereas when you have your own list, you haven't got that restraint. You can just send out the emails, and that's pretty much free traffic. So that's why it's a very, very important, possibly the best way to drive traffic to any affiliate offer. And that's what we teach in Commission Cobra.
Okay. So what do you need if you pick up Commission Cobra, what do you need? So we did mention you don't need a list to start off with. You teach how to do a list. Do you need to create any products or create bonuses to put on your offers?
You don't have to do any of that. So, for example, if you start with the Instagram method, you can literally just have a landing page, and you do need to entice people to find out more about you and what it is that you offer, because you want to bring them into the list. So you put a sort of a lead magnet, and then just using them methods, people want to discover a bit more about yourself. They click, and then they end up inside your list. So really, you don't need to have anything. You need to have possibly a pretty basic page builder, which you can get. I mean, that shouldn't cost a lot, and there's free versions of that as well. So I'd say that that's pretty much what you need. The other thing, sorry, I forgot, is you need to have an autoresponder. So you need to be you need to be putting these you need to be putting the list into some sort of a software that's going to be sending out the emails and keeping tab of things like, for example, giving them the ability to unsubscribe, and if anyone's got a query about where you got their details from, you could just go into the system and that's all there, where they've subscribed and all this, and that's all legal requirements that you need to have. But that's pretty much what you need to, if you wanted to start out. It's a pretty cheap industry to get into.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, and follow-up question is probably, what kind of skill level do you need? So you did mention, I mean, you need a landing page or capture page to get the emails. There's some free versions out there, but at the end of the day, I always believe you need your own domain to start building your own brand. So you need hosting, you'll need your own domain name and a page builder, as you said, and then obviously an autoresponder. But other than that, in terms of skills, what do you require? And maybe we can talk about the effort as well. How much time do you need to put into this on a daily basis?
In terms of skills, I always say that you should be following your passion. So let me just give you an example here. I've got one of my daughters, she's 11, and we've just started an Instagram account for her. She's actually under my name, because you're not allowed to have an Instagram before you're 13. So, but it's under her name, but it's actually my account. And she's really into cooking and baking, and she's already got 1,000 followers, and that just kind of really flows easy, because she creates content because she loves it. She doesn't. It's not something that she feels like she has to do on a daily basis. And I just think that's really good advice for any sort of walk of life, and especially with affiliate marketing, because your passion is going to shine through. So if you're interested about teaching people about how to make money online, then possibly the make money online niche is for you. One of my other niches, and that's because of my other daughter who's 14, she's big into the anime, the Japanese kind of art
Yeah.
anime. So we went into that. I think we've got nearly 40,000 followers now, and that's one of my drop shipping sites. And again, that comes easy to us because she writes the content. She's into it, she watches all the latest movies. But I couldn't do it myself. I'd struggle. I'd need to outsource it to someone. So
Yeah.
what I do is I teach people how to make money online because I just enjoy it. So that would be my advice to someone in terms of the effort and the skill and that sort of thing, is just find something that you really, really love doing. Don't just be fixated with a make money online niche or any other thing, or because you think there's money there.
Yeah.
Because there's money everywhere. There's money everywhere. If you're good and if people see the value in what you do, then you'll find a way to make money. So that's the first thing I would say about the skill level. In terms of how long it takes, really it's kind of like how long is a piece of string. So you could be doing it for an hour, or you could be doing it for 12 hours. What I do myself, to me, it's like a full-time job. So I launch, I coach, and I also do affiliate promotions as well. I've just written a book about Instagram marketing. I do a lot of videos on YouTube. I tutor my daughters. I do a whole bunch of stuff. So for me, it's a full-time job. But I see a lot of people who do this part-time, and they're doing extremely, extremely well. They have this passion about them, and they spend maybe an hour to 2 hours an evening, and it's definitely a good way to get some supplementary income into the household. So so hopefully I've answered that question. So it's really kind of quite a bit of spectrum.
Yes, and just to mention on, so you've been in this area quite a while, so you're doing multiple stuff. But one tip I would say is, if anyone is starting out, just focus on one thing. You can get that working. Once you're comfortable with that, then you can probably branch out and maybe what you're doing, teach it to others. So go into coaching, maybe create videos. But it's basically exactly what you're saying. Then you branch out and broaden your brand, basically.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at it as a company now. So I've got people who work for me. So it's become a bit of a slightly bigger than just myself. But when I started out, it was just a couple of hours. I was doing this in the evenings when I was still working for someone else, and I was making money. So it's a really, really good way to start, and it's a great way to just supplement your income. And then one day, it's probably the best work from home opportunity that there is. And I know a lot of people watching this are going to be looking, they don't want to be commuting every day. They want to spend time with family. There's nothing like
Yes. Okay. No, it sounds awesome. But it kind of ticks the boxes for me. Number one, Commission Cobra. It's a very low investment to start out with. Number two, time and effort. The more effort you put in, the faster you'll see results. But like you say, you can start with an hour a day. So you can do it part time. And number three, it's easy to follow as well, because there's about nine videos to teach you these 3 steps. So it's basically a 3-step process to follow and implement and basically see results.
Yes, yeah. I think there's a bit more than we've added a few. I think there's closer to 13 now.
Okay.
So so there's a lot of stuff in there. There's a really cool software, and people get 100 of my branded bonuses as well. So they can actually go ahead like tomorrow, just apply what I'm teaching, and they get these 100 bonuses, and that's worth. That's easily $20 a bonus.
Yeah.
Long set this up. So
okay, so let's
20, whatever that's worth. Yeah.
So let's summarize if you pick up Commission Cobra, the front end. So it's the training videos. You say that software is that part of the front end, and the bonus, the 100 bonuses that they can use for their own promotions is also. So that's basically full rights in terms of giveaway rights. They can't edit or change the bonuses.
Yeah, no, because it's stuff that we've created ourselves. designer, yeah. But
that's not included.
Bonuses, yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good deal. I mean, like you say, PLR bonuses is not always the best, and everyone uses them. So if you've got unique bonuses, that stands out. It makes you stand out from the crowd.
Yeah, I mean PLR just the graphics around them just looks really cheap, and subscribers these days are quite savvy, so they expect a certain level of sophistication, and that's what we've done.
Yeah.
We've paid a lot of money for them, and we use it ourselves. I use it exactly the same method myself. So all I'm doing is I'm kind of sharing some of that with anyone who's going to be joining the Commission Cobra.
Okay, so all that's into the front end. So let's talk about the price point. So how much is it selling for?
That's $17.
At $17, and it's going live on the 24th of Jan, 9 a.m. Eastern time. If I'm not correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, $17. Is there early bird price or anything like that?
Any what? Sorry.
Early bird price or anything we need to be aware about?
Yeah, I mean, what we're going to be doing is there is going to be a dime sale, and we're going to be freezing the price for the first 5 hours.
Okay. And then it will. Okay, cool. So earlier you get in, the better.
Absolutely.
What upsells can people expect?
So the first upsell is what we call the Bonus Monkey Club, and that's where that's for $10 a month. People get 20 of these bonuses every single month. And just remember that you absolutely have to have these bonuses. They just become a fact of life. So for $10, they get these. They get 20 of these every single month. And so let me just make sure my battery is still a little bit low.
Okay.
And then after that, the OTO2 is the lifetime, so they can actually go ahead and purchase a lifetime access. They don't need to be continuing to pay the $10. There's a lifetime access option there where they just get, pretty much as long as we continue with it, which we've been trading for a long time now. So they get lifetime access to this members area, and then that's the OTO2, and then the OTO3 is what we call the resale rights, where customers can actually go ahead and resell our product for 100% commission. So there is the entire funnel is very lucrative. We spent a lot of time and money on it. They can actually go out and sell it as if it was theirs, and they get 100% commission. And then finally, the OTO4 is coaching. We have weekly coaching with myself, and what we do is it's something I call the weekly niche club. So every week we look at a really, really hot niche, and I show people how to drive traffic to it, what sort of offers they can sell. So it's almost like a biz in a box, and there is going to be so they're going to get 4 of these. So in effect, they're going to get 4 hot niches that's ready to be monetized from day one, especially with everything else that I've learned previously. So it's quite a kind of end-to-end sort of game here.
That sounds quite good. So one question that popped into my mind earlier. So affiliate marketing, like you say, you can promote any type of. You can go. It works for any niche.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Any niche whatsoever. So I do a lot of coaching, and one of my most successful students, she's selling sort of Nordic and Viking type. It's a Nordic sort of Viking type of niche, and I have guys who are into numerology and astrology, and but was saying my daughter is into baking and cooking, and my other daughter is into anime. So there's thousands of these niches. Yeah. So I mean, there is more of there's a little bit of an emphasis with Commission Cobra on the make money online niche, but you can take one of my examples, actually, the Instagram example with the influencers is actually with the anime niche. So you'll see how I've structured it. So yeah, I mean, you definitely don't have to go into the make money online niche.
Okay, well, that sounds pretty good. Dan, I think we've covered everything. Is there anything else you want to add? Maybe words of wisdom before we wrap this up?
No, yes, I mean, I guys just remember that your first dollar is always the hardest. So
Mm.
just don't try to become a millionaire overnight with this. It's a real business. Just take the steps one by one as we teach them. Grab whichever tools you're being given in the commission Cobra. Grab them with two hands and start running with them from day one. But don't try to jump before you can walk. So this is a very much an incremental process. So that's kind of my tip for the day.
Okay, no, that makes sense. No, cool. So, Dan, I want to thank you again for joining us here today and talking about Commission Cobra. Just for the reminder for the guys, going live on the 24th of January at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. And be sure to get the early bird price. And yeah, again, Dan, thanks for making the time, and it's been a pleasure.
Thank you too, Peter. All the best. Have a great day.
And there you go, guys. 3 simple steps to get into affiliate marketing and make commissions online. To be honest, the 100 bonuses that's included in this product is worth much more than the $17 price point. So to me, this is a no-brainer to pick it up, because these bonuses you can use over and over again as part of your bonus packages for your affiliate promotions. So with that, go ahead, click the link below to pick up Commission Cobra. Also be sure to subscribe and please leave a comment in order for me to make this the best show possible for you guys. That's it for me, Peter Duprier. Have an awesome day.